So welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 3 Disney Likes You Challenge, Generation 8, which is Beauty and the Beast Part 8. So we are on our way to the hospital to have a little baby. I have not done anything with the nursery. I don't even know what room I want to give the baby yet. I need you to be here, like at the hospital with her. Maybe I'm hoping he'll show up because I told her just to go to the hospital by herself. I never have kids oh, he's already here. Oh, he works here. Hey, right. I know we're late for work. You left work early, but it is necessary. Good cause. Oh, I did give her an outerwear outfit. I was tired of watching her walk around outside, with no body. So I gave her an outerwear. And then I don't remember if I told you guys or what. I've turned off snow for this save simply because, okay, one, I'm gonna be honest, it's super annoying, it lags my game. But two, like, I'm trying to stay realistic to the world, and since Starlight Shores is, like I said before, based off Los Angeles doesn't really get snow, so I was like, I'll just turn off snow. Also, I have been influencing genders. I'm completely honest, I have them planned a certain way, they are happening a certain way, okay? So I'm ready, and I want to try and have them as similar to their namesake as possible. Anytime now would be fantastic game. Aha! There we go, a baby girl! So, our firstborn, her name is going to be Kendra, actually, I just want to double check. Knowing me, I would screw it up and accidentally be thinking of a different name, but yes, I believe it is Kendra. I honestly love the name Kendra. I think that is so pretty. So, I don't know if I want to consider Kendra to be evil or not, because, and this is like totally spoiling the book / movie for Beastly, but when she cursed Kyle, it was help him understand that, like, he can't be an absolute douche. So I don't think I'm gonna make her evil. I might make her a genius. I feel like she could be a loner. Or maybe I could do perceptive. I don't really do anything with the perceptive trait, though. I feel like the perceptive trait is kind of pointless. But I feel like it also, it makes sense. I just don't, no, we'll stick with genius. Okay. Oh, we have a baby. We have a baby. Baby? Baby! Okay, I kind of want to get a picture of Adam too. Adam, I don't think, no. Okay, never mind. Oh, well there he is, but, okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Swish, because we didn't have a boy. I mean, our next baby will be a boy, but, oh well. Okay, so we had Kendra. Kendra is hungry. Okay, I need to get baby stuff. Oh my goodness. They are obsessed with getting married. I'm so hungry. I was up so late last night. I got up really early yesterday morning to babysit, and then I babysat like all afternoon, and then my dad got a new job, but like the job he just left is like 45 minutes away. So I had to go get him because he had a work car, he had a work truck, and he had to take the work truck in, but didn't have any way to get home. So as soon as I didn't have any kids anymore, I need to furnish a nursery. I kind of just want to give her this room over here. But I had to go get him, like as soon as I had two different families. I had like 2 kids with one family and 2 kids with another. As soon as I didn't have kids anymore, I went to get my dad. And then I got home, and almost as soon as I got home, I had to turn around and go babysit again. And the parents were going to like a class reunion, which is like fine. Like, okay, no worries. And the younger, there's 2 kids. The younger of the 2, she's kind of on the wild side. She can be really sweet, but she can also be an absolute pain. But I don't know what all I want in here right now. I mean, I should probably get toddler stuff, right? Should I get, I don't think I should get a rocking chair. I think that'd be a really bad idea. think that'd be a really bad idea. Sorry, I've gotten completely distracted. Why can't I? What? Because of the plant sticking through the wall? Anyways, so, like, no issue watching these kids. I was fine. I got there about 6, more closer to 5:45 or so. But I get there, Allie, we have dinner, like the girls eat dinner, and one of them, like the older of the two, her bedtime is 9. So the younger one though, her bedtime is normally like 7:30 or something. No, like 7:30, and then like everyone starts getting ready for bed, and then 8, and then she listens to this like Bible story thing. It's like a little movie. It's like a 30-minute long movie. I forget what it's called, but she watches that, and she takes like melatonin gummies, and so then she's like, normally by the time that her Bible thing is over, she's ready for bed, like she's ready to fall asleep. So, you know, everything went fine. I mean, they had some friends over for a little bit, so like the younger one, her mom, when I texted her mom, because the parents didn't tell me that there were going to be other kids over at the house, which, again, not an issue. They all like were fine, but I just didn't know, and I wasn't sure if it was like pre-approved or not. So when I texted the mom and I'm like, hey, like, I have no problem with other kids being here, but are they supposed to be here? She's like, yeah, just until 8:30. I'm like, okay. So I sent them home at 8:30, and what rug do I want? They're all like the same rug. That's too big. I don't know. I hate the thought of a rug being like perfectly straight, but then I also feel like I tend to like tilt them way too much. So get the kids down. They are like asleep, but like the older one, I can hear her upstairs on her phone, and she wasn't supposed to be on her phone like past 9:30, but I was honestly kind of at, you know, I don't really care. I'm not gonna be that babysitter that goes up there and like gets after her constantly for being on her phone, because she wasn't making any noise. I think she was like watching like a show on her phone. I don't really care. I really didn't. If she, you know, she's a good kid. They're both normally pretty good kids, so I was like, I don't have an issue with it. Just well, I have been up, like, I think I was up about 5, and like my kids in the morning didn't get to my house till like about 7, so like I didn't need to be up that early, but like I was stressing out. Like when I have something new going on, like something new to my schedule, like something I've never watched these kids, like I've never watched for one of these families before. Normally they're my friends, like my friend watches them. Like I know these kids and they know me. It's not like I've never met them, but I've never personally babysat them. So I was kind of like, I was just kind of freaking out. I'm like, this will be that one time. Like I never sleep through my alarm. I'm like, watch, this will be that one time that I do. And so I was just like freaking out, and because of that I was up a lot earlier than I normally am. And so I was up at 5. I was like juggling 4 kids and my foster dog and like my corgis and like all the dogs all day all by myself, because my mom was at my aunt's house and my dad was working. And so, like, I was tired by the time they left, and then I had to go get my dad, and just kind of driving, I was getting tired, and being able to talk with my dad was like kept me awake, but it was kind of rough. And then I get back and I'm with the girls, and like I'm babysitting in the evening. Like playing with the kids and stuff kept me awake just fine, but as soon as those kids went to bed, I was like, oh crap. I had my phone, I brought my iPad with me, and like I have started watching Law & Order SVU just for something to watch, because I don't know, I remember like as a child, I remember listening to my parents watch the show, like, because I would sleep with my door open when I was little, and like at our old house, the living room was like just right down the hallway from my bedroom, and I would listen to my parents watch SVU because I remember like the intro, or like whenever like they change locations, it goes like dun dun. And so anyways, I've decided I'm going to watch Law & Order. Okay, so I brought my iPad with me because I didn't want to be on my phone. Plus my phone is already dead, or practically dead. My phone battery is getting to be absolute garbage. I don't really know. I feel like Kendra will eventually like a lot of the darker colors Kendra wears black in the movie, like, a lot. I don't want her with black yet. I actually kind of like how that looks, though. Kind of looks like a wonky zebra print. So we'll keep it. But I'm going to give her walls maybe like a purple. Maybe purple, black, and white or something. So I've intentionally brought my iPad to watch like a show on. Their house always gets really cold at night, especially because I'm no longer like up and like moving around and doing things. And I am getting, like, I'm having the hardest time staying awake. Like, so hard. It is almost impossible for me to stay awake. And at one point I actually did fall asleep. I was like curled over. Like, their couch is so comfortable. I was in like, I brought a sweatshirt with me, so I was like all bundled up in my sweatshirt. And at one point I fell asleep because I woke in like 20 minutes into a new episode and I didn't know what was going on. And so normally when I watch for this family, they normally go out and they're out pretty late. They normally get back around like 11:30. Okay, so for some might not consider that to be too late, but for me I don't think I've ever been really out like any later than, I don't know, like maybe 1. And I think that was just because I went to see like a late night movie. That was the only time my friend was able to go with me. So I'm like, I wake back up and I check the time and I'm like, whoa, it's like 11 already. And I haven't heard anything from them that they're anywhere close to coming back. And so I feel terrible. I hate like reaching out to people. Like, they've hired me to watch their kids, not to like be on top of them. Like, what time are you coming home? When are you going to be back? What time are you coming home? But I'm having such a hard time staying awake. My eyes hurt because I wear contacts. Like, I am on the struggle bus. It is so rough. So I'm like, I can't do this. And I text the mom. I'm like, any chance you will be back sometime soon, or have an idea of when you'll be back? Because if anything, I'll like sleep and I'll set an alarm or something so I'm awake by the time they get home. So I send this text about 11:05. I do not get a reply back until maybe 11:45, 11:50. Okay, we'll head back. And so I'm like, okay. I mean, I wish they could have gotten, I'm not expecting them to like sit there and like babysit their phones, but anyways, I'm like, okay, good. I'll be back. Thank goodness. Midnight comes and goes, 12:15 comes and goes, 12:30 comes and goes. We're going on 12:45. It has almost been an hour since they saw my text and they pull into the driveway. And I mean, normally I wait for like families to kind of get inside, like take their shoes off, or like kind of, I don't want to just bombard them once they get in the door. But these people pull in and I am standing up. I'm getting my stuff together. I'm grabbing my keys. I brought like a cup of something to drink with me. I am ready to leave. And they come through the back door right as I like exit the living room. And the mom looks pissed. And I'm like, oh, great. I already felt bad having to text them and be like, hey, can you like come home soon? Well, the dad kind of like steps in front of the mom. Kind of odd. And honestly, the dad makes me kind of uncomfortable. He just seems like the kind of guy who'd be very quick to like get mean, I guess. I don't know. I don't really like the dad. He kind of gives me like bad vibes. But he kind of steps in like in front of the mom as she's like, they have this like bench by their back door and she's like taking off her shoes. And he just kind of like steps in between her and I, which I find kind of odd. And like he like never talks to me, and he's the one asking how the night went. And then she falls off the bench, and that's when I realized this woman is plastered. She is absolutely wasted. And I'm like, and that is my cue to leave. I'm going. I gave the dad a quick rundown of the night, and I'm like, okay, bye. And he's like, okay, bye. She'll send you money. She'll like Venmo you. I'm like, sounds good, bye. And I was gone. I was like, I'm so tired of this. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. I'm over it. I'm tired. I get home. I like flop in bed. I'm out. And so I was like, I wasn't supposed to have anything on the agenda today. So I was planning on like sleeping in as late as I wanted. I should have bought I need to buy a swing. I don't need to buy a swing, but I put my toddlers in the swing a lot. Like a lot. So intended on sleeping in this morning, and my mom starts texting me at like 8. Are you awake? And I looked at the phone. I'm like, maybe if I put it back, I can fall back asleep and she'll just like realize, no, I'm not awake. Well, of course, that's not how it works, because then she just starts sending that same text over and over again. Are you awake? Are you awake? Are you awake? And finally go, well, I wasn't, but I am now. What? And then she comes back, she's like, ooh, girl, somebody's woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm like, you woke me up. I got home last night. Everybody else was asleep. Well, my brother wasn't. My brother was awake, but he's the kind of kid that stays up till, 4 o'clock every morning doing absolutely nothing. So, I need to color that. I don't even know why I'm worrying about this right now. It's not like she can use it. But yeah, are you awake? Are you awake? Are you, it drove me nuts. And then she was like, well, sorry, like somebody's in a bad mood, like once she woke me up. And then like my mom's a teacher and I want to be a teacher, but my mom doesn't like ask if anybody wants to help in her classroom. She just says, okay, you're helping me, put my classroom together for the school year. Like, she doesn't ask. She just says you're doing it. And it drives my dad nuts. It drives me nuts. And like, I was there all day today. All day. I was there from maybe 8:30 to, we didn't get home till about 5:30. I was there all day. That's not how I wanted to spend my day. I wanted to spend my whole day in bed. I am so tired. School starts in a couple weeks. I feel like all I've done is like run all over the place. Babysitting, which is my job. I get it. I'm not trying to like be ungrateful, because at least I am working. But I really just didn't want to do anything today, because I haven't had a day like that in a couple weeks where I've gotten to do nothing. I've been able to just kind of be. That I haven't had that. And that was my plan for today. Then it was going to be my plan for tomorrow, because I normally don't babysit on Mondays. It's currently Sunday for me. I don't normally, actually I do normally babysit on Mondays, but last week was my last Monday with school starting back up and everything, so they don't want me on Mondays anymore. And now I get to babysit for another family. I'm making money, which is good, but I really don't want to do it. I really just kind of want to stay home for a day, not do anything, because I'm babysitting for the same family on Tuesday, and I'm creek walking all morning on Wednesday, and I'm babysitting Thursday and Friday. Can you understand where I'm coming from? I'm over it. I just wanted to just kind of purely exist today and do nothing more. But I guess that's not happening. Can you tell that I don't really get to talk to people? I haven't talked to anybody but my parents today, and even then I haven't really talked to them because I have had my earbuds in listening to Law and Order SVU. So yes, the baby is crying, so do something about it. Okay, I need pictures though. Nope. Wrong key. The game is just so laggy. I think it's because I'm uploading a video. I can almost guarantee it. The door is so bright. Bright door. No. I think after all this time that I was getting the buttons, I still didn't buy a swing. I am not going to do it right now. I will do it some other time. I'm tired of being in build by mode. I've been in build by mode the entire episode. I wasn't even thinking. I just went and clicked on it. As I'm saying, I'm not going into build by mode. Let's go click on build by mode, why don't we? Oh boy. I'm just put her in her crib for now. I want you to come collect whatever this is sitting out here. I think it's a ruby or something. Vampire's eye or so. Is that even a jewel? I feel like there's something that's vampire named. He wanted to weed his plants, so I let him. Wait, I don't really want you to tend. I just want you to weed. Have you already weeded everything? No, this one. Go weed. Okay. So we have a child from our first time woohooing. Wasn't it? It was our first time woohooing, right? Pretty sure. Yikes. Well, we now have a child. She just changed clothes. Where did our laundry go? I don't know. Okay. As soon as he completes this, I can promise his get married wish. He wants to throw a wedding party, marry Tiana, get married. I mean, I understand. Man is ready for that life. But, okay. And I was even thinking earlier, like when I first opened the save, I'm like, and I saw that he had this promise. I'm like, great, I have to go make wedding venue. And then I forgot, no, I don't. I already have a wedding venue. Haha, it was a ruby. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, can we put the car back, please? Makes me happy when it's realistic that there's a garage. There's a car in the garage. I was gonna say there's a garage in the car. That's not quite it. That's not how that works. Okay, I think I will go ahead and end the part here, though. Sorry for kind of just talking the whole time, but I'm tired. I don't even know I'm recording right now. I don't need to be. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I do have my gaming channel link down in the description below if you guys like to go check that out. I have been playing Life is Strange 2 in anticipation for Life is Strange True Colors. Oh, sorry. That comes out next month. Very excited, very excited. I also have a poll down in the description when this challenge ends. So not at the end of this generation, but at the end of next generation. Have I been saying this is generation 8? 'Cause this is generation 9. This is generation 9. But at the end of the next generation, we will be switching to another challenge, and you guys get to choose what that is, whether it is Sims 3 or Sims 4. Well, then go take a bath. You've earned it. You gave birth today. Oh, Miss Mams has got an itch. Miss Mams has got an itch. Are you going to come see me? Hi, Snow. Yeah. Okay. Snow is here. Right? Gonna end the video with me? Okay. I don't really know what else to say. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.